inside, you see a countertop. Behind it is a bunch of like random oddities of like general items, adventuring gear, types of like climbing gear,
Is there any
campfire stuff,
sweet
flint and
loot?
tinder. There's a bunch of fishing poles and harpoons, nets. It's a
The
general store.
GM.
It's nothing like super great and amazing.
This is the third time we haven't find epic loot, Aaron. The third time. It's
Inside
part of the game.
a general
that you
store.
I don't know. This bitch has been killing people, probably.
Mike walks into Dollar General expecting epic
Just-
loot.
Thank you.
Well, you could still
Where's
pull the
my
watch off the
Ferrari?
corpses.
Oh man. So you go into the building and you guys see what I pretty much just described to you. A general store with additional fishing equipment. You don't see anything too super out of the ordinary item wise. I mean, you are in the
Hey.
front of her thing. There is a stairway leading upstairs also.
So there's
Hey,
a
I'm going
back
to go
room
look
and an upstairs.
Yeah.
I
What's
will
in
go check upstairs. You all don't touch anything. I don't want you to steal it from this poor woman.
Oh, we
I
won't.
walk up the
and I say
stairs.
stomp if you see weird shit.
So
So I start going upstairs. What do I see?
So you go upstairs. There is a door at the top of the stairs. It
I
opens
think
up into a very
I think one sec. I
large
think
room.
Petrin would ready his bow and follow him.
Okay, so you
I
go
don't
upstairs
think
to
he'd
follow
stay
him also.
downstairs.
Okay.
Oh,
So
perfect.
I roll my discern realities.
Me and Kazumi go in the
What
back
is
to see
about to happen?
Well, let me describe it. So you walk in, and as you open the door, there's it's a very large bedroom. There's a nice queen size bed on there with like the wooden poles and the like, little tapestry thingy on the top of it. There is
like
a
your
couple.
bed.
There's a couple dressers.
Called
There's-
camping.
Thank you. I couldn't think of what it was called. There's a couple dressers there. With you like kind of look through them. There's just her normal clothes. There's nothing really out of the ordinary. You find a
Okay.
small little bookshelf. The books,
Okay.
There, you look through the books. And then, what were your questions? What was your first question you asked?
What is about to happen here?
You're about to find a bunch of mundane things in a common bedroom.
Okay. What should I be on the lookout for?
You're looking through. I guess maybe at one point you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do it this way because there's nothing really too big to on the lookout for. But you're like going through the dresser drawers and you pull out a thing of underwear as this Petron like walks into the doorway and you're like, you kind of like put them down because it's kind of weird. And then
What here is what it appears not to be.
He really likes underwear apparently.
well, the last time it was just a spear. So
Twice.
here's
now,
not what
though.
it appears to be. You find a little like loose floorboard under by her bedside. Inside of it,
Oi.
you find like a stack of coins. It looks like where she stores her coins for
Mm.
what she sells.
I put it back.
Okay.
Hey, nothing here, lad. Let's go back downstairs.
Okay.
As I
Okay, so we
shovel
get
him
to have
out
our
of the
turn
room.
before they actually come down.
Go
Yeah.
So,
So-
all
Kinda, like,
right,
pushing
we
out
go.
of it. I was like,
Nope,
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 Me
you
and
guys-
Kazumi go into the back room.
Okay.
What do we see?
So you see the back room. It's a bunch of different storage boxes. There's in one spot there's a barrel with a bunch of fishing poles that don't have any fishing line on them. Next to that is obviously the box of fishing line. You see some boxes of dungeon rations, a couple potions here and there. Not sure what the potions are because they're colors you haven't seen before. You see
How many potions?
3.
I'll take all 3.
There you go. They're a little dusty. Looks like they haven't been used or like even moved in a while. She probably doesn't put them out front for some reason. Go and give me a discern realities for the rest of it. To see if you see anything like kind of like not super noticeable.
You're about to find sweet loot in a Dollar General.
I am about to find sweet loots in Dollar
Cool.
General.
Go ahead and ask. Go and ask your questions first, Limrat.
Can't we all just ask all the questions, considering we all just got discerning realities?
Oh yeah, you can ask the first 3, then she asks the last 2 or 6.
Okay, so I'll ask the first 3. She'll ask the last 3 then.
If there's 6 of them, sure. Go.
As long as Kazumi's wants to do that, otherwise she can go first.
Is that good, Ellie? Kazumi?
Hello?
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to read them.
Oh, no problem. Okay, Mike, you ask the first 3.
Well, I'll wait for her to ask the first 3, and then I'll pick the one she didn't pick.
All right. Go ahead and read the. You can go down just the list of them.
Just read them out loud. Just
What is
ask all
uh,
6.
valuable?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. So,
What here is useful or valuable to me?
oh, nice. So, which one are you asking, Kazumi?
Marco just said which one.
Useful or valuable one.
What's useful or valuable? The 3 potions that Limrat stole already were very useful and valuable. You also find a looking through. You find a gem. Looks like it might. It's like cut into like a diamond shape. You don't really. You feel some kind of presence from it, but you can't really entirely tell what it's for. If you
It's
want
truly
to
outrageous.
see that.
What color is the gem?
When you touch it, it turns into a purplish pink color.
It is
I would
outrageous.
Truly, truly, truly
Okay, so next question.
outrageous.
What is here? What it appears. Wait, what is here? Not what it appears to be.
Sure. When you are looking around, you guys are kind of like searching through stuff. Your moving box like, and you're pulling, and when you do, you find a trap door to a basement.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
You know, three.
He wants you to ask one more.
What is about to happen?
Christ. The whole reason behind this, Kazumi, is because we both rolled our discern realities to the fullest. So we each get 3 discern realities.
So you may
There's
ask-
only 6 options. So when you ask 3, I ask the 3 that you didn't ask, and we get all 6 discern realities.
What has happened here recently?
In here, you notice actually in the back room that a lot of it seems to be disorganized. Like a lot of stuff has been shoveled around and moved a lot lately. You see like dust lines that are like where boxes were that aren't there anymore because they're just completely clean in certain spots. So looks like someone's been moving stuff around here a lot lately. And that's her last
And then
question.
Aaron, the 3 that I'm going to ask will be these ones.
So what's about to happen? What should be on the lookout for? Who's really in control here? Well, who's really in control is Kat because it's her store, so she is the one who is in control of this place. What should I be on the lookout for? Really, it's those 3 potions you found. I mean, there's not really anything like dangerous in this room that you have to worry about. Maybe unless a box is gonna fall on you for some reason. And what here's about to happen?
Because we're probably going to... My mindset is that we're probably going to go through the trapdoor, so the what here's about to happen is probably right as we're opening the trapdoor. So hopefully it'll give us an inkling or an assistance on opening this trapdoor as not getting fucked up.
The door, as you're gonna walk up to open the basement door, and you're gonna notice there's a chain lock on it, and you're gonna be unable to open it.
A chain lock made of metal, and we're going to be unable to open it.
Yeah, you don't have the key.
Yeah.
I have it right
metal
fucking
lock.
here. That is the worst GM response I've ever heard for a molten being.
What's about to happen? Fine.
Other
And
than the fact
you're
that the
going to
door's
melt
open.
the lock.
You literally could have just said, I look at the trapdoor, you see a lock, boom, done. No discern realities needed.
That technically would be the discern reality still.
All right, so I will make sure. Did she grab the one gem that she saw?
Yeah, she grabbed it.
Okay.
So,
So I say like,
this is roughly...
as we hear them coming down the stairs, I say, hide your shit. And then
As I come down the stairs,
I say,
just want- what is that?
we found a. I say there's nothing to put back. I say we found a trap
Hey,
door.
I don't trust you. I know you far too well.
And
What's
I look,
that?
I say, metagamers are bitches. And then
No,
I say,
I would have said it anyway because I told you not to loot and you did it anyway.
You
I was assuming you were gonna do it
well, I did
regardless.
loot. So your character has no idea if I looted or not.
I told you don't loot anything, don't touch anything, and you touched stuff. I'm just saying.
No, you said don't steal stuff, and we did a search, and here is the trapdoor that we found that I just unlocked with my
My
finger.
character would say it regardless, is put it back. He wouldn't necessarily accuse you of put that thing and
Okay,
say what
so
item. you
it's
stole.
done. We figured
He's just
that
thinking
out.
in general. He's just thinking in general, like put it back.
I
How
said,
you respond is your
I
own.
didn't. I said I didn't take anything.
Uh-huh.
I say look at this shit. I said, what? You want something? And then I say, let's go down in the basement.
You can go behind. Nah, you can go first. It's your discovery, after all.
Preston pulls out a torch and says, "Fuck you people, I'm going down there." Still like half awake, half asleep.
I say he should go first. This isn't even his main.
That's pretty good.
So,
Wow.
he Petrin,
That was-
you go down into it. As you open it up, you open up the little like hatchway. It's complete darkness down there. So you light
Poor
your
Zeke.
torch. Zeke kind of looks down. Zeke doesn't want to go down inside the.
He can't fit.
You guys are all a bunch of
it's
cowards.
a large one. It's large enough for him to like.
Oh,
go
it's a
down.
large
Kazumi,
door.
what's
Can I
the
throw?
box
Can I throw a
inside you?
torch down in there, Aaron? I'm gonna throw a torch down in there.
Sure, you throw a torch down
Press,
in there.
Can I
Petron's
see the
already on his
bottom?
way down with
Yeah.
a torch.
It's only maybe like 7-8 feet down. It's not very deep. It's a basement.
Is there a
okay.
ladder?
There's a
Or
ladder.
is it
There's like
stairs?
steps.
All right. So Petron is walking down those steps with his torch.
So you start walking down the
Your
steps. with your
fox
torch.
eye, what's it do?
Lets her see through illusions and stuff like that. So you go down inside Petrin, and as you're walking in, you're kind of looking around, and it looks like a normal basement. There's like a broiler, or not a broiler, a boiler there to like heat up during the winter time. There's like random more boxes here and there. Some like random old ass family heirlooms that are like rusting and probably ready to decay and die if they
So-
were touched.
She's able to ask that question when she gets down here.
Sure. But she got.
I'm like panning the torch across the room.
Ask the question.
Is this when the jump scare happens, Amell? Where like I pan the torch and then it's like boom, body in front of me. Or
So-
do I just see nothing?
I say, Kazumi, what do your fox eyes see?
I was down here first. I'd like to know what the fuck Petron sees other than a boiler and some heirlooms.
You don't really see, I mean, you kind of wave it around. You don't really see much. It looks like a normal
Okay.
basement at the moment.
At the
Well.
moment.
This seems to be quite a great adventure we're on, hiding in their little basement. I think we might have wasted our time here.
I say, I don't think so.
Unless you can
wait
see something I
for-
don't see.
Kazumi.
Well, yeah, I'm waiting on a
So,
response. Because
As
Kazumi's
that
typing.
happens, a little boy comes like out from below. Like, you actually might recognize him, because you're all downstairs.
Hold
now,
on,
by
can
the
you
way.
wait for Kazumi to respond? Like, we've all just gotten down, so, like, we kind of respond, but I think that she just is taking a while to respond.
I'm honestly not sure what I like. If asking that question, okay, fine, I'll ask it.
So,
What here is not what it appears to be.
you notice that down, in spots that weren't really noticeable, that there are cracks small enough for rats to travel through, and they travel in many different directions. Like there's like in like the back wall, you see like 2 or 3 of them on the left and right sides behind some of the crates. As you like shift them, you see a couple more, and then as you're moving that crate, one of the little boys kind of like jumps out. Looks like he was maybe hiding down here for some reason.
A small child.
I say, hey,
What are you doing here, lad?
yeah, tell us what you were doing here.
And he looks and goes, hiding from the rats.
Are you hurt?
He goes, I look okay.
Petron speaks up. How
Where is your
long
family?
have you been here?
Since yesterday.
Who put
How
you
did
down?
the better question is, how did you get down here to begin with, lad?
Kind of looks and goes, I went through the door.
Hey, where are your parents?
I don't know, somewhere in town? Sure, they're
Hmm.
looking for me.
Why don't you tell us how this all happened? Tell us everything, and I
I
make
wanna
it
know
his
if we're
own
talking to
idea.
a-
He wants to tell us.
I want to know if we're talking to a ghost child right now, because that
We
door
aren't,
was
'cause
100% locked.
No, it's not. It wouldn't be a ghost child because Kazumi's Eye of the Fox would have just clarified that what here is not what it seems to be. But yeah, so I ask him that question, and then I make it his own idea. I have to roll. Firebrand?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Can I see some of this?
So,
Yes. lad, what is?
Do you want to let him assist Amell?
No, I'm not getting him to assist at all. Fuck no, it's
I have
too
a
late.
bond with him.
You should have
asshole. Let's get
assisted earlier then. It's too
Well,
late.
I didn't. I wanted to make the assist now.
Well, I would have let you had you done it before
Retconning
the
it.
roll.
I don't want to murder a kid, but I will murder a kid.
I won't
I'm
let
not
you murder
letting it
a kid
happen.
randomly.
So, what was
You
your
mean you're not
exact
letting it
question you
happen?
asked, Mike?
I said, tell us everything that led you here.
So he goes through the spiel about how the rats came out, the smoke, and he ran out. And he was like down the street, and he ran to here because he got surrounded by rats, and then they were coming in, and he like saw the trap door and dove down inside of it and was hiding there because the smoke was rising, so it wasn't going into the basement, and he was doing this to keep himself safe. Now you, as a person, Mike, right now, completely believe him because you believe your spell worked.
Yep.
As a player,
And-
you have no idea if it's telling the truth or lying, right?
I'm going to.
And now I want to
At the side.
pull out. I would like to pull the caged rat out now,
Mhm.
and I want to start to superheat my fingers and start to bring them towards the rat as if I'm going to kill it before this very child.
Okay.
Child looks away, doesn't want to watch you burn the rat.
So I start poking the rat, and the rat
Limrod.
starts squealing.
What the fuck is wrong with you, child?
I know what he's
Why
doing
do you
right
keep
now.
stabbing people?
I
Is-
100%
And
know.
when
right
the child hears the rat screaming, does he act any differently?
He kind of cowers and looks away because he doesn't want to look at it. He doesn't want to see a rat being tortured.
Okay. I stop. I put the rat back.
So he kind of like, is it over yet? Is it over? Can I look?
I say yes. Yes, the rat's.
goes, You're a horrible person.
Am I? Do you love rats?
I don't love rats, but I don't hate them enough to torture them like you do.
Oh. So I go and I sit on the stairs while the rest of the party interacts with them, I guess.
Child, let me go find your parents for you. This isn't the place for a small child such as yourself to be hiding.
Okay, and he tells you where they live, which is like down the street. It would be
I
like
pick up
here.
said child and start
Let him
moving him over
finish
there.
where he lives.
I already pinged.
As he's telling me, he's like, I live down the street. I'm like, okay. As I pick him up with like my hands. Okay, sorry. Now I'm done eating. So I pick him up and just like carry him this way. Just.
And he's like, I can walk,
Ah, this will be faster.
Just put me
pin-
down.
Amell, pinpoint on the map where he tells us he lives.
I already pinged it like 3 times.
I
Where'd
asked
you
Kazumi
ping?
if. Well, I don't think I can ask Kazumi that.
He's like, put me down now. This is not okay.
Kazumi doesn't.
Okay, I put him
smell
down.
Thank you.
Keep going. It's time to go find your family. Actually, they might not be where you think they are. They might be at the giant party I threw earlier.
There's a party?
Yeah, you didn't know.
He goes, how would I know? I've been here.
Petrin stops either Kazumi or Limrod, one of the two, whoever's closest, and goes, was this trapdoor unlocked when you found it?
No, it was completely locked. This child was locked down in here, and Kazumi noticed that only rats could technically come in and out.
Mike, give me an int check.
Sure. This all seems very weird, although this would not be the first animal that would be able to resist my psychic thing, and I know that. So my character can still be...
You rolled a 6.
I know, but I'm saying my character would still, even if he thought he succeeded, he'd still believe that it's possible to fail, because there's creatures that he's run into that have complete immunity to his stupid spells.
How many villagers did we just kill by making them all go under the water and swim until they drown?
3.
Yeah, 3.
All right, so you had a thought, you're like, and it leaves your mind before you could really recognize what it was
Rabbits
gonna be.
do like
Can I
this.
ask-
I put all the things together that we had. That sucked.
You had it. You're like, I know. No, I forgot. Like,
Can I ask Kazumi?
Are we out of the house yet, by the way? Because I'm just taking them home if
hold
they're
on,
not doing
let's
anything.
See what?
Yeah, I'd like, this is gonna happen quickly, because if I'm gonna make Zeke stop the child and you, if this, can I ask Kazumi now?
Sure. Go
Since,
ahead. What are you
okay,
asking?
Kazumi, was this thing locked or not? Limrod forgot or something?
I didn't forget about the lock. I remembered locking. I think that he said that I forgot everything that I was trying to say to everyone.
Like, yeah, he had a thought of like where he was gonna tell someone where he recognized something, or like had like the most genius thought where it was gonna like solve this whole
The
thing.
part where
it's
I just
gone.
said that only rats could come in and out and that the door's locked. I was able to tell you that the door was locked, but to actually link together that this boy was locked down here. He said he just came down here and that there's only rats could come in and out.
I'm asking the same question to Kazumi to see if she has like the same thought. And he already is gonna stop that child because the door was locked and there's no
Hey,
other
why
way.
are you stopping me?
Zeke
Stand
just kind of
aside.
I say there's
Zeke stand
something
for
here
it.
that we're missing.
Aye.
Saying you're
What
rushing
could
things.
we possibly
My
be missing?
parents.
Sioris.
You're depriving a child of his parents.
Petrin pulls Sioris back a second and just
Don't you touch me, lad.
he still
You might
does
be
it.
able to touch your follower, but you're not gonna touch me.
He still doesn't. He looks him straight in the face. Think. Locked cellar. Child in cellar.
Are you really retarded? Did you think that he hid down there and she locked it to go to the party? No,
Why
you
would it be
didn't, lad.
unlocked?
Why? Maybe why would you lock it if you live here and you need to go down there? You lock it because you're leaving your store or you don't want anybody down there afterwards.
Did Kazumi
Think with your head
smell
there,
anything on
child.
the kid? Aaron,
What'd she do?
she said she sniffs the boy.
Where
This
was
is
that
my
at?
train
I
of
didn't see
thought.
that part.
Chat.
It's that he dove down. My train of thought. Can I explain my train of thought real quick
Go ahead.
so that he understands what I'm saying?
Oh, there it is.
So my train of thought is this is how Sirius thinks. The kid was scared, went down there, hid. She didn't know he was down there, locked the thing to go to the party. Because I saw her at the party, and that makes sense to me.
And my thought is now that all children are technically rats, and that
Of course. So,
Was the lock
Kazumi,
dusty?
can you give me a... No, the lock was not dusty. Can you give... It was also under a box. But, Kazumi, can you give me an int check? 11. So, he smells like rats.
Oh my god.
But he was also in a basement where there was a bunch of holes where rats
that's
could
an
be from.
11, not an 8.
Right. So, you know he smells of rats, because that's what she was sniffing for, is to see if he smells of rats. You just aren't entirely sure whether or not he smells of rats because he was down in the basement, or if it's because he is some kind of, like, creature. You would know that in the future if you see him again, and he's not down that thing, and he maybe had a bath, you'd be able to tell for sure.
Why don't we clean?
Watch what you say here, Mike.
Let's wash the boy.
Really weird.
I stopped myself, okay, you sons of bitches?
So, Sirius, you're going to take... Now, is everybody now...
Strip him and wash him as he lays, men.
Petrin still does not like any of this, and he still is 100% like he knows that the thing was locked. He knows the child was down there. With what happened, and actually, you know what? Does Kazumi, when I asked her, does she tell me everything? Unlike with Mike, where he just said it was locked, does she tell me that there was a box on top of it and everything in between? Or does she just tell me that it was locked?
Just that it was locked.
Hold on, I'd like to examine. Oh shit, I can't.
While they're doing this, I'm still walking the kid home.
Yeah, you guys are walking. He's walking at this point.
Did
It's like,
he? So now he's not paying attention, right? So I have these potions.
Right.
Am I able to examine them out of his sight?
It's going to take you a while to determine. You're going to be like, this
you
is
can just drink it.
Hey, it has a label on the bottom.
I would like to take one of these potions and mix it in with a beer.
Okay, you don't have a beer on you right now.
I don't.
Did you carry your mug with you from the inn?
Is there
Yes,
beer in the
the
general
drinking-
store?
No, the beer from the I mean, you're talking about like there's not like a cask of beer in there. It's like you're
Not
looking for
cask.
beer
I'm talking about like
or
a
like a mug
jug.
of ale. Something like that.
Yeah.
It'd be at the inn. It wouldn't be at the general store. Sorry,
This is the
Mike.
worst town ever.
I think CRS is making a bad decision.
The dry
Yeah,
country.
CRS is throwing
Whatever.
away our
Sirius is not
opportunity.
the only one that has ever made a bad decision in this group. Let him
As
Doesn't
we
make
matter
start
right
to-
now.
Aaron,
CRS is
as
making
we're walking
awful
out,
decision.
since everyone is started to walk out, I would like to set fire to the house in a way that it will start to fully burn once we're gone.
You're gonna burn down the woman's general store. You're a horrible human being.
Okay,
Like,
so you set as everybody's walking away. You go to set it. Maybe
And I'm not setting like
Now-
a huge flame.
now
I'm
here's
like
the important
leaving
question
a molten cigarette.
How
type
are
of
you
thing.
doing this? Are you going to be like walking with everybody as you leave and just like flicking it?
No.
Or are you waiting for like everybody to leave and they're gonna be like, why aren't you coming with us?
No, I'm flicking it. I'm pretty much like from my foot as I'm walking out. While we're walking, I maybe take like a sidestep once, like I'm looking, but I'm not touching anything, but my foot superheats and creates a ember on the floor.
Well, I get +1 to my next roll, Aaron, for
Right.
following my code.
Can I get Petrin and Kazumi? Can you guys give me a wisdom roll? Kazumi does not notice it. Petrin, you notice him like stub his foot, but you don't really pick up on the fire. So no one really notices what's going on. So you all
Petron looks at him. Petron looks at him real quick and goes, "What'd you just trip on?" Like there's nothing there.
I
And he's
just do the. I don't fucking know.
move.
A
Yeah,
rat.
I know the feeling.
So
And we walk out.
you all like walk away then, and then
Yep.
eventually
I did repair the locks on the way out.
As if that's gonna matter when the whole fucking house is burnt down.
I
Yeah.
repaired the locks on the
So
way
you
out.
repair that. Zorosh, you make it to the boy's home, and you go to open the door and it's locked. And he goes, like my parents, always locked when they're out. He goes, it's fine. I'll get through the window.
I grabbed the door and I opened.
I grab the kids, like, no, let us go find your parents. They must be worried sick about you. Let's go down to that party. As I like steer him in that direction.
He goes, okay. Do I get to drink? As his eyes light up.
No, you're a small child, a wee lad.
You're no fun.
I tell-
proverbial stick in the mud as I continue walking and shoving him in that
I
direction.
bend down to him. I say, "I'll get you a drink."
He goes, I don't know.
I say, "Seoris isn't much of a party
I don't
man.
trust
I'll get
you."
you a drink."
Aye, you should ask the people at the party that question.
So you all go back to the inn. Go ahead and give me a charisma roll, Seoris.
Sure.
Just Seoris.
+1 on this, so 10.
I would like to assist, by the way.
So you are able to. Okay, you can go and roll your assist.
Oh, no.
He already
I
rolled.
rolled.
I rolled. what we did before.
How convenient!
We're just following what you did.
I know.
Yeah, sorry. Rolled.
So
That's a 10.
you go ahead and.
No backtracking, Amell.
Oh man, that's not me. I was gonna have this happen either way. It was just gonna be like, okay, instead of this, now this happens. Now, had he said "I want to" before that roll hit, it would have been the roll. So
And it
I
would have
know,
been a
that's why I
minus
said it
2.
after.
you open the door, and as soon as you open the door, they go, "My boy!" And you're like, "Mom!" And they come running, and and he kind of looks at them like, "Where's my beer?" As he jumps like to hug his parents.
And I say, "I'm getting it right
Like,
now." And
"Where
I
were
go
you?
to the.
We were so worried.
Yes,
So-
lad. Why didn't you tell them where you were?
He goes, "I was in a basement. They found
Whose
me."
basement were you in? Let
Cat's
us be
base-
honest here.
Cat's
Honesty
basement.
is key important to
Theoris, you're
strong
making
life.
a bad decision.
Looks
You're
like
as
those- I
bad
was
as
in-
Limrot talking to the fucking
I was in Cat's basement.
guy.
So
I
I
went to
go.
hide.
I go behind the. I go to the bartender and I go and get a drink. And I'd like to do something to drink, and I'll message you.
Okay.
Well, we already know what's gonna happen, dude. He's gonna put it in the drink and give it to the kid.
Yeah, all right. It's not that surprising. We all know that. You can message all
Yeah.
you want. We know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we already know what you're thinking.
So-
I'm gonna go find Kat. I talked to Kat.
Okay, you're going to talk to Kat. So she's out there. She's having fun. She looks pretty drunk. Mitalath is there. He's on his second wind. He's got another beer in his hand. You see, Orlis, you're back. Yes. Come have a drink.
Ah, yes, lad.
You need a beer.
No, I'm quite
No,
all right. I
no.
only
Come on,
have one.
Sioris. Come sit down. Come on.
No,
Well,
I'm kind of busy
Sioris,
there.
are you insulting my heritage?
No, your heritage is wonderful. It's just that I
Aaron,
then
while
you need
him
to have a
and
beer.
Metlath
this guy right now, lad.
are arguing or whatever, I want to
Whatever you want to call him.
walk over and bring the beer to the child.
So you bring the beer to the child, and he goes, "Thanks." As the parents go, "You can't have that," and they take it and go, "I'll have it." And then the husband drinks it. He goes, and they look at you like, "How dare you try to give that to our child? Go away."
As he talked to this vampire-looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please leave now, sir. So, Metalize is still trying to convince you to have a beer with him. He goes,
Yeah,
"Serious,
no.
You're not
You know
leaving
who'd
this
be happy-
area until you
know
get
be
a
more than
beer with
happy
me."
to have your beer with you is Petrin. He needs to celebrate such a
Oh, really? Petrin!
wonderful night of
Time
doing
for a
good
beer.
things.
Aaron, I would like to investigate those the potions whenever I get a chance.
That's fine. Probably later on tonight you'll have a chance to do those.
All right, so, Amell,
Yep.
talking to Kat.
She goes,
Hi.
Hi, Sirius.
Hi.
You're looking
It's-
mighty fine today. She like
Yeah,
rubs, she kind of awkwardly rubs your shoulder.
As I politely take her hand off, you seem quite a bit drunk. Maybe it's time that you should probably go home. If you like, I can walk you out of there.
You'll walk me home, huh? Yeah, you can come inside maybe too. She starts. Yeah.
I'd be more than happy to escort you home safely, probably.
I'd like to
Maybe.
leave out of the bar.
Probably. She goes, "You can be a little rough with me, Sirius." Okay.
I'd like to talk to you about a few things, if you don't mind.
Who
As
is
we
he
walk-
talking to right
You
now?
want to talk?
Kat.
Oh, there'll be plenty of talking later.
Who are you talking to right
what
now?
kind of
Kat.
things do you like to like?
Oh.
Where do you store all your goods?
Well, what kind of question is that to ask a lady if she slaps you?
I
across
like
the
to know
face?
your business.
My business is my
Seem to
own.
be.
Are we not talking about the same thing?
I don't know what we're talking about.
She goes, "That
I'm
makes
quite
two of
confused.
us."
Did you know there's a small child trapped in your basement? I heard him from the.
She goes, "Really?" Well, that
Yeah,
explains
there was
that
a small
explains the
child.
noises and the scratches. That's why I put the thing on top of it so no one could get out, or well, nothing could get out. I was scared.
How did you know somebody was down there when you said no one?
Well, you could hear movement and stuff. You could hear like scratching, like boxes moving and stuff. It wasn't safe. I figured I'd deal with it tomorrow. Or ask for your help.
Wait, do we all hear this or just?
It's just those two.
Okay,
You're
well
with,
then I can't.
You're with
ask a
Metal.
question.
You're with Metal having a beer right now. You don't have a choice.
I wanted to ask a question that might have just been able to just boom, case over, but I didn't hear it, so.
Actually, if you give me a moment, I think I need a friend to come help me out there. It's always more fun with more people, you know.
She goes, "Oh, it is always more fun with more people."
I'm gonna go get Limrod.
And she
Because
goes,
I don't trust
So
this
Limrod
woman
is
by
fine.
myself.
so you look around for Limrod, and he's no longer in the bar.
Ask for Petra.
So he's no longer in the bar, and she goes,
Okay,
"Oh, that's so
Kazumi,
nice." And she
it's
like
Kazumi.
caresses
Hey, Kazumi,
your,
can you
she
come get it for me?
caresses your neck with the back of
Can
her
you come
hand.
get-
It's like more. Oh, her. Oh, even more
Kazumi,
fun.
can you give me
She
a
kind of
pair?
she
Oh,
walks over to you,
okay.
Kazumi, and like puts her arm around you. She's like, "Oh."
I
so
mouth
he
the
wants
words. I
both
mouth
of
the
us.
words. Help me.
She goes, "I'm okay with this."
Wait.
So we
I'm
go back
new
to my
town. I
house.
never rolled this, by the way.
I really wish I would have heard that information because I could have ended this case so quickly.
She goes, the two of us can you two can come back with me to my house. We can then talk. She winks at you, Kazumi.
Like,
Oh,
rips
she's
her
that kind
arm
of-
off of like her shoulders, like completely disgusted.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm in the same. What's
you're
your
a
attractiveness,
spoiled
by the
sport,
way?
aren't you? She's good looking.
attractive?
She's like an 8.
Like- Okay.
She's
Kazumi,
like,
don't
"Oh,
swing that
you're a
way."
spoiled sport. We'll fix that. And she then starts going, "Come on, let's go." And she starts walking
You
out.
should lead the way. We'll be right behind you.
She goes,
I whisper
"It's
this
fine.
to her.
I'll get ready."
Seems very off here.
I really wish I would have heard
Sup,
that
Bethany?
information. Like, I'm actually upset that I wasn't able to hear that
Does your
information.
cat drink?
No, because I dumped off the annoying dwarf on you.
Patron, does your cat drink? Does he need a beer?
No,
Let's find out.
no,
He pours in like a little bowl.
no.
Come on,
I
Zeke.
stop him.
He goes, "Oh, well, I'll get you one too, bartender."
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so we walk her back to her house, I suppose.
Did
I get
did
some
I end up
Monday night-
finding anything at the
At ki-
house?
This would be you. It's like kind of like you'd get there as we're getting ready to leave the bar. So you
Wait,
arrive at the.
Isn't it caught fire
No, different.
No,
one.
he went to the other house.
So
next door?
yeah, he goes to the one where the boy lived. You go to the house
Ah.
and you go inside. It looks like a normal looking house. From just looking at it.
From just looking at it,
Yeah, you break
so I
inside.
have to do it. So I have to do a discern realities, probably.
Sure.
Okay.
Can I take out a mundane item out of my bag? I want to take rope and just tie up metal.
So what here is not what it appears to be is probably the only question.
So you look same kind of thing. You kind of from like what happened with Petrin in the other house. You kind of lift up like one of the floorboards, a couple of them here and there, and you find a tunnel, a hole, and you find a bunch of little like different like pathways leading through under the house.
I go to the boys' room.
Okay.
Anything strange in his room? Does it look like he's lived here very often?
Yeah, I mean it looks like a normal boy's room. There's nothing too like different about it.
I'd
And
like to
then-
open up their fridge or where their food's at and see if there's anything weird about that.
No, you find normal like I mean there's a lot of rat-eaten food that they like had to toss out that you find like in a garbage from that was eaten that when all the rats escaped or fled.
Real quick, out of character, wouldn't that entire area just fill with smoke? If he smoked out the tunnels and that child
Yeah.
was down there and the door was
no, no,
locked,
no, no, no,
wouldn't
no,
that
no.
entire thing
No,
just
smoke rises.
Well,
he already
it would
discussed
rise
Limrat-
up into the room that he was still in?
Right,
locked.
but Limrat would eventually just, he would have stopped doing smoke at some point, and then that would have risen up, and he'd been fine. It's not like he instantly ran in there. He ran in there when he got like pinned by the rat. He ran
there
into
a-
the rats and got trapped in that way.
In the back of the house, is there like a back entrance or exit?
No, because it kind of leads into the other houses back there. You
Is
see
the-
windows leading to like other
Is
houses.
there
in the back.
windows?
Yeah, there's windows.
Okay, I'd like to open a window and exit out of the window.
Okay,
Outside
leaving
from
the
the
front
street.
door unlocked. Gotcha. Cool. So you
Well-
you exit that way, and then Cat kind of like walks off in front of you as like,
Actually, I'll lock the front door and then go through the window.
okay. So
be-
that's fine. So Sioris and Kazumi, do you both follow her? Like she kind of like walks out of the bar, like waiting for. She's like, "I'll go get ready," and she goes walking towards
No,
her.
no, we
Where
were
is
walking
this-
behind her.
Where is this house? Because pretty much I'm going to circle around
You're over
from it.
here. I moved you to
Okay.
where you're at. That's the house
Alright.
you were at.
And the house that they're going to is which one?
Is where Sioris is on top of now.
Okay, so I will probably then loop back to the bar.
Okay, so you're gonna loop around the outer like wall area then. Cool. So you guys both start following Cat to her. She's like, "This is gonna be so much fun." And then she opens and she's like, "You guys got to see my bed. It is a really nice bed. It's queen
Yeah?
size. Oh, it's amazing.
Really?
It's so much fun.
I'm sure
It's really
very
nice and
loud.
soft too." And then she like you guys turn the corner and she goes, "My store!" And actually, lied. It's actually the one right here. There we go. So she goes, "My store." She runs up and there's a blaze of fire in it.
Oh,
She's like, "No, my
no
store."
good deed.
Okay, so what is this uncommon NPC random NPC going to come and assist you with?
Whenever you
What
come
single
to
bucket
the
of water.
common man, spend one hole to have a local come to your aid in a plausibly deniable fashion.
Okay, so
Yeah,
one other guy, like one of the guards is walking, like one of the ones stuck on patrol that's pissed off because he can't go to the inn, kind of like walks around and goes, "Oh my god, I'll be right back." And he goes running, and Petrin and
Fire
Mendelef,
brigade, man,
you're
fire
in
brigade.
the inn, and you hear someone burst open and goes, "There's a fire!" Everybody kind of gets up like, and he goes, "We need help. Get buckets. Make a line." And they make a line from the fountain with buckets, and they're like passing them along from
Or they
one
could
side
use
to
the
the other.
ocean and have it go faster. But that's
Fine.
cool.
They use the ocean.
you have a
So
horn
I
thing
would,
that can easily just downpour onto the building.
I would rush
I'm not
over
gonna
there
use.
and I would ask her
You could use the horn for
if
something.
if I'd say that I can probably put out the fire and ask her if there's anything she wants me to get out of there, if there's any animals or people.
She goes, "You gotta save my bed. It is so nice."
Oh my god.
All right, so I'll put the fire out if possible.
She's really drunk. She's not really paying that much attention to what's in there. So you go
Yeah.
to put the fire out.
Yeah, so that is burning brand? No, that's
Is it
shit,
Ghost
that's
Go style.
There you go,
That's
Zuko style.
15 minutes early. What the
wisdom.
Mute it up.
Wow.
Wow, you are absolutely worthless today.
So you go to put out the fire, and you're like, "I got this." As the entire building just lights up in flames everywhere. Everybody's like, "Ah!" They're like, "Get him out of here! He's making it worse." And she slaps you across the face. Like, "How dare you?" She
I
goes,
say
"Yo,
sorry.
you're gonna pay for this. Literally pay for it." And
not
then
paying for it. This is your problem. I just tried to help.
You made it worse. As the fire was like almost out, now it's like reignited completely.
It was not almost out. That is not what you said.
I
It
know.
was totally taking out the house, and I tried to help.
So then the whole brigade gets there. And they're all putting, splashing water on it. Source, go ahead and Kazumi, give me dex rolls.
Why do I need a dex roll?
We're gonna see. This is how successful they are at putting this fire out. If you choose not to help, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to make those. So an 8 and a 10, so an 18, cool. I only wanted you guys to get like 16 for it to be successful. So they're able to put it out. Most of the stuff on the first floor is burned, but the good news she tells you, she goes upstairs, she comes back down, she goes, great news. The bed is fine.
I think you should take a nap. Recuperate your energy from such a tragic loss.
She goes, I feel so sad right now. I need someone to comfort me.
I'll probably be here. I think I might know a guy for you. Do you like dwarves?
She goes, no, but
You should give him a try.
She goes, but you already said. She's slowly inside, so I was like, you already said you were gonna come over here with me and spend some time. You even said she was going
I
to
said
too.
I'd walk you here safely. I never said I would
She's
spend time
she's
with you.
pouting right now, by
She
the
is
way.
full on
At
pouting.
this point, I'm going to grab Kat's arm and lead her upstairs. And
She
like,
goes, oh, okay, I guess this is okay.
I don't have to deal with this shit.
Go,
thank
continue.
you.
As you lead her upstairs.
Slit her throat.
so I'm gonna lay her down and like whisper in her ear, like, just go to sleep. Sleep this off.
I'm assuming you're using a spell to put her to sleep, or no? Because she's definitely not sleeping this off otherwise.
You better do it.
I don't know if she even has a spell that'll let her put her.
Just
to
say
sleep.
night, night, and hit her in the back of the head. Say, let me give you a
What's the
massage, and then
page?
coup de grace her ass. Except don't
And
kill
then
her.
she
just knock her
devours
out.
her soul.
Yeah, maybe I think I'll knock her out.
Okay, so you go to knock her out. Go ahead and give me a hack and slash.
Melee, baby. Something you dislike.
So you go to like you make a ball fist and you go to punch on the side of the head, and she goes, "Oh, we're gonna be like that." And she's like, she grabs you, she turns you over. She's like, "Now, now what are you gonna do?" As she slowly starts to shift into a were rat.
Oh my god.
Oh, wonderful! She's a werewolf. They're not even there to do anything.
So she's so into a were rat as she gets these long whiskers, these big old buck teeth. Her,
Hey, this would
her
probably be a
face
good
just
place
slowly
to
extends
stop, by the way.
outwards. It is like the perfect place to stop.
Does
I-
Kazumi scream?
The fur starts to grow like all around her.
I should
and
have
you-
murdered them all, you bastards.
And you,
all of them.
as you notice that the robe that she had on is slowly turning into tatters as rat fur starts to clump into it as she like pulls it off. And that's where we're gonna leave it at. She goes,
Oh my
you know
God.
who would
"This
have
is so
fun
much
here?
more fun."
It would be the druid. The druid would have lots of fun trying to learn how to
To
become
be
a
fair,
were
no
rat.
one heard that happening.
I
No,
don't
no one,
think I-
nobody hears this right now. It's just you and
No
her.
I
one
don't
hears you
think-
scream.
I don't think Limrod misinterpreted jack shit.
Bullshit. You got sent away anyways.
He didn't misinterpret jack shit. He should have murdered everyone as he saw them.
So
I mean, as you guys all wanted to murder the child for no reson.
It was a rat. Outside a game, he was a rat. Moko,
No, he
what
wasn't.
the fuck?
so let's go
Oh,
ahead
all these people are red people.
and do
He is
end
a rat.
of
Aaron,
session.
Hold on, Aaron. We aren't even gonna see this kid again anyway. Just tell Moko, was the kid a rat?
I'm not saying anything until this entire thing ends.
He was a fucking rat, Moko.
This is like the first time he's genuinely upset about something.
I thought that you were
Not
just
rat.
playing your character and that you weren't confused about the actual situation. The kid did not go hide and seek in there. The entire town is rat people.
So end of
Except
session.
for Samuel, for whatever reason.
Those little rats are the rat children. The big rats are the rat wolves. They're the
Oh.
adults.
I'm loving
Is-
this right now.
Is Samuel
I
a rat?
think you've gone a little off the deep end.
I'd love to know if Samuel
Oh
came
my
back and he
God.
could swap into
Let's
were
go
rat.
ahead and do end of session. So
Oh, maybe I think to purge the were rat from.
choose one of your bonds you feel is resolved, completely explored, no longer relevant.
I
Petrin.
have any. One sec, let me check if I have any. Oh wait, right. I wrote them down on the sheet.
I actually have completed 2 bonds today.
Oh man.
I just can't fucking believe that
They're
Hale
more of a
believes that
rock
there's just
person.
one werewolf or whatever thing
I
there.
was careless and need to
It's
keep
a were
seats.
rat, first off.
I can't hear.
They're
him,
all
guys.
were rats.
I think
Even
you're
the
just
child.
crazy.
I
would
just
definitely
want to
say
murder
no-
a town of were rats.
Shush. Let me try to get these bonds going. So,
Alright.
Zeke, with trying to keep him safe, I would say is a no, since you fell asleep on top of him, and he wandered around and you had no way of stopping him. So, no. Is that the only bond you had? I couldn't hear the other ones because they were talking.
Learn more about Fox Person.
Not today. No, not really. So let's
Did
go
never-
ahead and go with Seorus with bonds.
Yes. Try to understand Limrod. Did find out something weird about his necklace and his black diamond weirdo-ness.
Yeah.
And how he destroyed and killed his hometown. Weirdo. And then my other one was Kazumi seems in distress since Rose left. I should cheer her up by playing a joke on her, which I did.
And she giggled at it. And then she put a rat tail on you, which is still on your shoulder, by the way.
No, I flicked it off.
Oh, I missed that part.
I was like, ah!
So, those are your two bonds. Kazumi, your bonds.
There are none, actually.
Okay. If you want, we can talk after session to maybe just think of new bonds for you. Limrud, bonds.
Yes. Maybe assist Hale to protect his honor. I've been trying to
Do
assist
you
him.
have can you think of a point in the story where you were, like, there to, like, protect his honor?
Yeah,
Like,
yesterday, like the last time we had it, I was working on protecting his honor by also trying to get rid of his murderer status, and I think I have been assisting him at least with this town and getting better views. Because when he
But
came
sure.
to this town, they fucking hated his ass.
That's true. They
Yeah,
do
but
like
some
you
of
a
that
lot.
was also some of that was due to me throwing a huge party.
Oh, I'm not saying it's all solo.
But
I'm
he's
just saying that
he's
I tried to
assisting in the way, yeah.
assist.
I was gonna say you didn't interfere and just try to kill the child. So you just said maybe he's right in this one situation, and you just let me do what I was
Give him the
supposed to
benefit of
do,
the doubt.
what I wanted to do.
Sure.
I can give it to
Go
you
ahead
on
and
that.
Yeah, go and mark that one right there.
Okay. And then the other
Yes.
one is help Kazumi create chaos.
She did.
Yes.
Rat tail.
No, he assisted her in creating chaos when he was like, I'm going to murder the captain of the guard. And she's all like, no. And then she creates a huge wild surge, deafening and fucking causing stuns for everybody.
Yeah.
So,
I thought I was gonna fail that thing because I was like, "This will help her create chaos," and then she's like, "Don't do it." I was like, "Shit, I'm not helping her now." And then when she goes to cast it, I'm like, "All right, yeah, I caused that, I think."
so, yes, go ahead and mark that as one. Okay, so all bonds are now done. Mark them, create new ones if you have ideas off the top of your head already, and then we'll work on other ones afterwards. So let's go ahead and do alignments. Petrin, alignment today.
Because of the whole sleeping thing, I didn't really get to do a whole ton today, so no.
Okay. No. Seorus.
Ah, yes. Endanger yourself to protect someone weaker than you. I endangered myself for that child because I
Explain
felt that
after.
they wanted to kill everybody. I also saved the town from rats.
I
He
don't
protected
think the
the-
child thing.
I'm not the
I
child. I'm
also-
going with the guy that you picked up on the ground that was being eaten by the rats.
Yeah,
That's
also-
that's the
Well,
one
what
I'm going
about protecting the town from rats, or was it, protecting the town from
Endanger
itself
weaker-
wasn't good enough?
with.
Mike's gonna do this.
The salt is real. Kazumi,
Yep.
yours.
By the way, I
Mine-
got leveled.
I hope, well, it says like a person suffers, but I don't think no one suffered when I did that thing.
You were still dazed, like temporarily. So you guys suffered in some way. You at least made Limrod suffer. So the guard captain was able to counter it though. So we'll still say a yes on that one. Mark that one experience. And then Limrod, yours.
Spread a dangerous new idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think there were multiples.
You did that more than
That's a
once,
couple
right?
of them. You actually failed today, which was super exciting because you didn't know whether or
That
not.
was the first
That's-
time that he's
that's-
ever failed.
That's why
a fight.
I love is Mike doesn't know whether or not the boy is a rat or not. Still because of that.
No, he
But
definitely.
like
we all know.
But luckily, there have been beings that have resisted before, so I can't say that I've always thought that it would always
Let's go
work.
ahead and do goals. Petrin, your goal. You're still looking for the guy, so mark a day for yours.
Yes, I did mark a
Furus,
day. I'm on 2
mark a day.
experience now, by the way.
Kazumi, do you have a goal right now? I can't remember what your goal is.
It's to find a tree.
Yeah, burn the tree.
The
And
tree.
then she had 2, didn't she? She said she had.
I thought you might have had another one too. Yeah, like a more short-term goal.
I think eventually I want to like entwine my soul with Rose.
Okay, so try to find a way to merge, not merge specifically, but
Join.
a connection to it, like a permanent connection to her.
Like the rocks
Kind of like the rocks.
When he can like see the whole shadow thing. That's
Yeah, okay. So you can add that. You can add that as a goal if you want. You can mark this as maybe the first day for that. And then Limrod, you haven't killed your dragon yet, so that hasn't happened. Okay, so we have the last 3 questions. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes, an entire town of fucking were-rats.
Yep.
It's not an entire town of were-rats.
Yes, it is. You know
All right,
it.
everyone mark XP for Moko, who still hasn't figured it out yet.
They call Amell
Problem
Oh,
started.
man.
Started a year ago. Boom. Cat showed up a year ago. Boom.
So
Someone
have
came
tunnels.
and started
She's got
converting them to
entrances.
rats, and now
Boom.
they're trying to convert Kazumi into a rat.
Regardless, we still get one thing. Yes, we interact with other NPCs. Boom.
yeah,
Did we lose a memorable treasure? Mike did, so yes.
No, I think Kazumi would have the.
I don't really
the
consider
gem.
potions memorable treasures.
No, but what about Kazumi's gem?
Kazumi did. Yes, Kazumi did loot a memorable treasure today.
I think mine's memorable.
It's
What's
a
not
it's a technically useless memorable treasure, but at the moment, but it is.
How
a
much
memorable
experience is level 1? 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
thought
I
it was
leveled
a
then.
experience. It's different. Oh,
So,
yeah.
Aaron,
Give level 2, it's 10, yeah.
Hold on. When it does become useful, I'm able to use that in that episode as our useful item then?
It's not a
Like-
memorable. I don't really consider it a memorable treasure. It's potions. Potions I wouldn't consider. Like hers is a unique thing for something completely opposite. It's a magical item, where yours is just potions. The potions have effects that are cool, but they're not
It's
necessarily.
a magical potion,
It's an alchemic potion.
which is very fucking magical.
No. So, anyways, that is it for this session today, guys. I should be on tomorrow for
More Dungeon World!
not Dungeon World. I might play. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play something. So I'll be
More
on
Dungeon.
that, and then next
No Man's
Saturday
Sky.
we will. I might play No Man's Sky tomorrow. Actually, that's probably a good idea. I kind of want to do that. So, yeah, I will be back on with this show once again next week at 9 a.m. Central Time on Saturday. And thank you all
Keep
for
it
watching. I
real,
hope you enjoyed
bros.
it. I hate you, Mike. I hate him. Just so you know.
Wow. No. Ah.
It's
That's what
already
you do.
done. Yeah.
So I leveled, by the way. I already did all my things. Put a stat point in the charisma, so now I have 14 charisma. Yeah, 14 charisma.